You need a quarterback for him to throw.
Now, see, now I'm upset.
happens,
I
God's
told
with you.
myself I wasn't going to do this. I told myself I wasn't going to get this invested, and here I am.
I'm not ready.
Sweating.
I'm not ready.
And now I'm going to just be mad. I'm
The
preparing
Atlanta
myself.
Falcons select Kyle Pitts, the tight end from Florida. And Trevor lost his religion, lost his mind, lost his hope.
It could all be so simple. It could all be so simple, Mike. Mike. No, go ahead. Say
You
your piece.
so
Okay.
took
Well,
it
come
to
on.
her.
Get it out. Get it out. This is therapy couch.
No, because it's just, why do we do this song? Why do we do this? Why even come to the party if we sit here and know that Matt Ryan ain't got but a couple years left? As Matthew Berry stated, Julio Jones, just a couple years left. We know that this is not a tight end away, Atlanta. Arthur, Terry, what we doing? Terry, we know daggone well we more than just a tight end away. And that's going to be the thing that carries us back to the Super Bowl, so we can just go up 25 points and lose the ever-loving mess out of the league and have me crying in an apartment in Boston and driving down 93 sad as all outdoors? No. Stop it.
Look out, Terry.
Just
get back, Terry.
I'm
That
done.
was one of my favorite things when I
just-
first met Trevor and was getting to know you.
Oh.
We connected. Oh, cool. You're from Atlanta. My mom's from Atlanta. So you're a Falcons fan. He's like, oh, no. I'm
Done with
not.
him.
I'm not a Falcons fan because they ruined my life.
Time
when
and
they
time
were down
again.
28-3, and then our hopes went away.
Trevor, I can make it make sense because I look at it like this, and I hear everyone's points about transition, wanting to move on, the opportunity cost of being at 4 and getting to pick here. All I'll say is this. When you guys pushed that money forward for Matt Ryan,
Yes.
there came with an understanding that the soonest you're going to be able to get out from under this contract is June of 2022.
Right? Yeah.
A couple of years into a rookie contract for a quarterback that are extremely valuable years. I can argue this as a bridge program to say you get a tight end in Arthur Smith's offense, you get him with a quarterback that's used to getting to the tight end spot, get him a couple of years, and all of a sudden when you do finally make that transition, if Julio's gone by then and you can get the haul, you've got the next space alien in line there that's going to be a great asset for a young player in that offense.
But please tell me why exactly you pass on the talent that is Justin Fields at the quarterback position. Because that's where that's the crux of it for me.
Because I'm thinking they don't want to have the first 2 years of his career in a spot where financially you've got a quarterback like Matt Ryan on the roster that's still playing very good football. That, yeah, you could sit in favor of Justin Fields, but you're already paying the dude an arm and a leg. You might as well get him out there and get the use on him. Maybe they can time it up. Now, maybe they do too well and they play themselves out of an opportunity like this again. I'm just trying to make it make sense for you so you don't.
I appreciate the therapy in essence, right? Like I do.
And Kyle Pitts is great, like for what it's worth.
To be clear, yes, let me give that man his, because I think he is an otherworldly talent when it comes to a receiver in this draft class, right? Like, not just tight end, but as far as lining up on just any and every position on the field, this man will bring the ball in and make people look silly. I'm only happy that he is gone from Florida so he doesn't embarrass my dogs anymore either. Go ahead, just take this away from me because your boy's just going to sit here and lament and get in his own head until the end of this show.
All right, Trevor, I'm just going to tell you this. You know I'm cheap. I don't spend money on anything.
Except that jacket.
I'm going to go, the pennies on sale, thank you, clearance. I'm going to go to NFL.com, and I'm going to buy you a Kyle Pitts Falcons jersey because I freaking love this pick. I will never forget asking David Pollack on College Football Live last year. I said, how do you stop Kyle Pitts? And the answer was he laughed at me and he said, you don't. And then he sent me a bunch of cut-ups of them attempting to triple team Kyle Pitts where he still got the ball. This is not a good pick. It's a great pick. And I think if there's anybody in this draft not named Trevor Lawrence that is this is the guy you can bank on that's going to have a monster career, it's Kyle Pitts. You are going to be celebrating this, and I'm going to hug you through all of it every step. I'm buying you a dang jersey.
First of all, I'm so glad the hex is over. Second of all, you know how quarantine's done a lot of bad things for most of our bodies, a lot of people accelerating into dad bod? T-Scale somehow keeps that XL frame going. The dude, I'm not sure what kind of body by Jake stuff you have going on back at the house, Trevor, but it's working for you. Thanks for you.
Bench presses trees on the side.
That's what it is, okay? That's the secret. I bench the bar, and sometimes I struggle. Anyways, I have nothing bad to say about this pick. Literally nothing. The process part, I understand where Trevor's coming from because the value of a quarterback, if he reaches his absolute ceiling, is higher than the value of a tight end if he reaches his absolute ceiling. Just do the math here. The highest paid tight end ever, $15 million a year. The highest paid quarterback ever, $45 million a year. Little math, that's 3 times as much, Matthew. So I get.
He did that in his head.
I actually did it beforehand. I prepared some notes. In any event, I get that. I get fundamentally and sort of philosophically where Trevor's coming from. On the other hand, like I have watched college tight ends my entire life, and I know that athletically Vernon Davis is in the same sort of vintage as Kyle Pitts. I've never seen a tight end like him. I've never seen.
Wow.
There's not a single tight end, not a single defensive player that had any answer whatsoever for Kyle Pitts. It was absolute mastery. It was amazing.
83-inch wingspan, the highest by any pass catcher at the combine in the last 20 years. I mean, just like a physical freak, right? And obviously the production matches it, 12 touchdowns last year in 8 games. But I don't think, Trevor, that what you want to happen is prevented by this. I get it, they didn't get the franchise quarterback here in the first round, but you can still trade Matt Ryan. You can still trade Julio Jones. You can still say, I'm going to build around Calvin Ridley. I'm going to build around Kyle Pitts. I'll get a second-round quarterback or something like that, or realize, hey, we're a couple years away, and here's just a guy that we think can be dominant at the position. Fantasy-wise, for whatever it's worth here, we talk about Arthur Smith coming over from Tennessee, now the head coach of the Falcons. Last year, they were third in both tight end target share. The Titans were under Arthur Smith. They were third in tight end target share, third in tight end fantasy points. So it was Jonnu Smith or Anthony Ferguson or Michael Pruitt or whatever. They use the tight end quite a bit. So obviously, you're not drafting somebody like Kyle Pitts and not using him. But the fact is, he's a perfect fit for what Arthur Smith wants to bring to Atlanta as well. So, he's going to be a top 10 fantasy tight end this year in terms of where he's drafted, and sky's the limit, and he needs to be a top 5 pick in dynasty drafts as well. But I get it. I get where Trevor's coming from.